Greetings everyone, this is Non-Expert here back again with another video. Today we are going to be doing problem number 7 of the 30-day LeetCode challenge, and the problem which has been given to us is the counting elements problem. To my knowledge, I don't think that there's a similar problem like this on LeetCode, but I'm pretty sure there would be something similar to it. Okay, so the problem description is that given an integer array ARR, we need to count the elements x such that x plus 1 is also in the array. If there are duplicates in the array, then we need to count them separately. Okay, um, and we've been given an example over here. So the example is that if you've been given an input 1, 2, 3, the output would be 2. The reason for that is because 1 and 2 can be mapped together because of this property, because x and x plus 1 need to be in the array. So that is this. So that's a count of 1. And 2 and 3 is also there, so that's a count of 2. All right, and we've been given another example over here. You can pause this video and check out the link given in the description below and try solving this problem on your own as well. The only question which I sort of have right now for this question, and I'm not really too sure whether they've mentioned this properly or not, is that what would happen if, I mean, if we are counting things separately, does that mean that we can only have one unique pair each, or a better way of framing this question would be, hey, if I just go inside my custom test cases and over here I can just do um, 1 comma 1 comma 2, would that result be only 1 because 1 and 2 are the only things which have been mapped out, or would the result be 2 because 1 maps to 2 and 1 also maps to 2, so let's just go ahead. Whoops, I think this is gonna return um, a runtime error. Yeah, let's just do a quick return of 0 so that just something gets matched, and we're just looking for the expected answer. um, what this will help us decide is what data structure should we use, and if there's any other algorithmic portions that we need to perform. So if the expected answer is 2, I'm assuming that the value just needs to be there um, inside the array. So pretty straightforward. So we can just jump right into the solution. If you just want to maintain a count, and I don't see any space restrictions whatsoever, so what we can do is we can just use a set, call that set in O of 1, which is constant time, and just fetch all the values. If it exists inside x plus 1, awesome, count it. Otherwise, let it be. So we're going to start with the base condition, which is just going to be, hey, if nothing has been given to us, then we return 0. Good base point to start on. The other thing that we're going to do is we're just going to create a set. I'm just going to call this set array, and we just pass set array, and this should do the computations for us automatically. If you want to count things on your own, you can make a dictionary and then make a true false value, but I don't really see a point in it. It's just taking up my time. So I'm just going to do a set, and all I need to do now is just iterate over all the nums and check whether num plus 1 is inside set array. So let's do that. So let's just say, hey, if num plus 1 is in set array, we need to perform some operation. And the operation that we're going to perform is we're going to maintain a count, which is just going to keep on counting if it finds a match. So let's just increment the count whenever this condition is satisfied, and eventually just return the count. Let's just go ahead and run this solution. Hopefully this should run fine. I don't think that there's much to this problem. Let's just go ahead and submit this. If I've made a mistake, okay, cool, I've not made any mistakes. Awesome. So basically that's it for the solution. I was expecting the solution to be a little bit more difficult, and the reason for that was just because this line sort of got to me, when you say count them separately. Um, for me, the way I was sort of imagining it was, and I'll just give you a sense of how this problem can become a little bit more difficult. If you don't want to know about that, you can stop this video right now. But in an interview, I've seen certain cases like this happening where the problem starts off like a very easy problem, but now the problem would be framed as, hey, what if when you count them distinctly, if you've already combined a pair, you can't combine stuff anymore? And for that, what you would want to do is you want to count the number of elements that are there and then perform some mathematical operations, which is just to count whether how many pairs can actually be formed between x and x plus 1. And then you sort of move on and you sort of, and the iteration sort of also changes. You would iterate over the counter value, but that's just me sort of babbling on. So basically that's it for today's video. I was hoping that this problem would be a little bit more difficult, but also in an interview you would want to ask as many like examples so that you get a sense of what's really happening. If there was something that you didn't understand, you can leave it in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, do give a like and do subscribe to our channel. We are a discussion over here, and we would love to have you on board with us. If you've already subscribed, you're awesome. We all know it. Stay at home and stay awesome. Thank you.